Okay, so if you have one of these trucks, before you come to me and ask what the factory tune settings are for a certain engine, like if you're trying to break in a motor or something, here's the shocker. I literally have no idea for any engine. Literally any engine. I don't know any factory settings. I'll tell you what I like to normally do if I'm breaking something in. Like, I'm on my second tank of fuel on this SH18. I got a new piston sleeve for it. But anyways, go. By the way, this is a break-in setting. This is not something to fart around. This is a break-in setting. Go flush with the high-speed needle. Flush with the high-speed needle body and the shell and everything. And try going flush with your low-speed needle. If you can't go flush, like the engine wants to go bleh every time you start it, the motor will just fall on its face and puke and everything. Then lean it out until it wants to stay running. The wheels aren't going 1,000 miles an hour, things like that. Also set your idle gap. Mine's kind of sticking over right now because my throttle's all bleh. I got no servo, as you can see. But make sure your idle gap is like closed enough to the point where your engine's not going to want to shut off, but it's also not going to want to go crazy on you and have the wheels go 1,000 miles an hour. Set that in your low speed before you go to touch the high speed. Unless you already have it flushed, then just play around with the low speed and the idle screw, because otherwise, when these engines run out of fuel, like they're about to run out of fuel for the fuel lines, the engines like to speed up and then shut down. So if you're on the ground trying to break it in at quarter throttle or something and the engine runs out of fuel, this thing's going to take off on you. And if you don't have good brakes, you better be aiming for something like the grass or something. So play around with your idle screw and your low speed needle before you actually take it out and break it in. Once you gotta break it in, you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not running too lean or too rich. If it's running too rich, it'll hesitate and it won't want to move the car. If it's too lean, it'll move the car, but it'll sound funny and it won't run right. Make sure it's around a safe setting. So follow what the manufacturer says for your engine. Like, this is a Red Cat vehicle, and Red Cat says to go through 5 tanks of fuel and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Don't follow the Traxxas ones. Theirs are shit. Traxxas basically doesn't want your engine to last, and they don't want you to spend another $300 on like a 2.5 or a 3.3. Also, 2.5, 2.5R are the same exact fucking thing. There's no difference besides having a blue cylinder head. This is not a 2.5, this is an SH18. So don't follow what Traxxas says. Their break-in steps are shit. Either follow I think Red Cat is good because I like their vehicles and I believe their break-in stuff is good. So don't ask me what the tuning stuff is for breaking in. Just play around. Like I said, play around with the idle screw and low speed to the point where it's not going to far away on you. The wheels aren't going 1,000,000 miles an hour. So just check that. Alright, that's it for today. Also, if you're wondering what body this is, I don't think you can get this anymore. It's a Chevy Silverado body off a Hobeo monster truck. But, have a good day or night.